Folks have been knowing your worth, but they really didn't want you to find out about that. Can you imagine how crazy that is, how wild that is? That people from the outside looking in can look at you and they could see how much potential you actually have, how far they know you're gonna get, how successful they know you could possibly be, how much of a leader that you're gonna be. They know this, they've been knowing from time. They just don't want you to know. And here's the reason why. They don't want you to know because they know that you're going to be great. You're going to be a giant. Maybe they feel like you're going to surpass them. They don't want to see that, right? People have been knowing from time that you were going to be somebody different on this planet, that you weren't going to be moving like everybody else out here. They've been knowing this. They know your worth, and they wanted to make it seem like you had no worth. And they didn't want you to find out how successful, once again, that you could really be, right? So maybe you grew up in a family, you grew up in a family, a household where people kind of never complimented you, right? Nobody encouraged you to be better. No one ever told you good job. Nobody ever told you that's good job. Keep moving, keep doing that, keep doing what you do. Nobody encouraged, nobody nurtured you in this way. Everybody kind of made it seem like no matter what you did, it was never good enough. A lot of times your family members will be the first witnesses to your potential and your worth. They know, they've been knowing, they're around you, they probably know you the most. These people will see the bright light in your eyes. They will see how much what you talk about, what you show interest in, how vivacious you are, how much of a studious individual you are. As you keep growing up, you kept going up, and people kept seeing the signs in your family that you're going to be going places. You're going to be moving mountains. Like, you're not going to be moving like them, right? However they might move. They may be moving all right, but you're going to be moving a little bit better, right? Dreaming a little bit bigger, making better moves, doing different things than them. Maybe you see the mistakes they've made, so you're making different moves to avert these mistakes, right? So it's like your family members probably have been knowing what you're really going to do. They've been seeing from a long time ago what your worth really looks like, and they will purposely not compliment you, make it seem like you're not special, make it seem like you have no potential, make it seem like you're not doing well enough. And this is all narcissistic ploys to get you to not try harder and to not go after what they know is going to be happening for you. So be careful when it comes to family, because they'll do it to you first and they will do it to you the worst. All right. It could be the workplace where every time you're doing well and exceeding your expectations at the workplace, it's like it's all hush. It's crickets. Nobody says anything. Nobody wants to big you up. They may think they're making your head bigger, gassing you up a little bit too much. The boss won't compliment you. Your coworkers around you, they won't say good job. Even when you saved their behinds, a lot of times you covered for them, you corrected their mistakes. You've done a lot of things within the workplace that showed how competent you were, and people saw how much you were worth. People saw the value at the workplace. At the workplace, they knew you were really on your stuff, but nobody complimented you. No one encouraged you. Instead, what did they do? You could probably guess. No, they highlighted your mistakes. Maybe they highlighted your slip ups. Maybe they micromanaged you. They made it seem like they can't trust you to do the right thing, all to try to get into your head and to try to get you to not see the potential you've got, and to try to make you feel like there's something wrong with you and that you're farther away from your goals and aspirations than you actually are. The workplace, they'll do it, man. They'll do it to you. These people will dumb you all the way down to make you feel like, listen, all right, you may be a part of the team, but you're not a part of the team. You're not performing well, but they see your potential, though. That's why they try to stop it. That's why at least they try to stall it. They try to slow it down a little bit to buy themselves more time to maybe beat you to it or report you to the boss, build up a fake report against you, try to get you fired. There's no telling what jealous people will do, what vindictive people will do to try to kick you out of your spot because they know what you're trying to aim for, right? So it's a very dangerous game sometimes when you're around these sort of people who are low down, who do not have any aspirations, who are very negative in their mind. They can't big nobody up. They cannot step outside of themselves and say good job to somebody, because they feel like if they do, all they're doing is strengthening this person to get to where they're inevitably going to get to regardless. A lot of people, they didn't want you to see your potential. They didn't want you to know what you were worth, but they've been knowing though, right? They've been knowing, they've been seeing it, right? It's almost like hush, hush, don't tell her nothing. Don't tell him that he's doing well. All right. We know we could see it in him, but don't say nothing to him, because they know that if, they know that, and here's the thing. Maybe they feel like you don't know, right? Here's the thing. Like, maybe they feel like you don't fully understand how great you're gonna actually be. And it's like, maybe people feel like you kind of know, you kind of see the little things about yourself that are kind of cool, kind of working out, but they see something much more grander than you might be even aware of. And they don't want to like unlock that. They don't want to like give you a eureka moment where you're like, oh my gosh, I am better than this. I could do. They don't want to kickstart that. They want to dumb that down, or at least, like I said, stall it, slow it down, slow the arrival of it. So be very careful who you surround yourself with. Not everybody is on your team. I'm telling you, not everybody wants to see you going to the top. Some people want you to not know your worth, but you got to know your worth, and you're going to know your worth by being interested. Once again, getting those eureka moments organically, feeling like, wow, I could do this. Wow, I can go there. Wow, I don't got to listen to them. I don't got to go that way. I didn't even want to go that way. I want to go my way. You start getting to know your worth when you start healing as well. If you've been dumbed down, abused, traumatized, all that type of stuff, and it's terrible, when you get help for that and you work through your pain, your sorrow, all right, your grief, then you're going to start seeing your potential and your worth, right? For those who do not get help, or for those who stay down, right? It's like your worth is being covered up. It's being disguised. Some people may know the misery that you might be embroiled in, right? So they're thinking, okay, well, even though we see him down and we know he's down right now, he's not feeling too good right now. We know if he gets out of this rut, he is going to take off, and they'll try to keep you in a rut. They'll try to keep you sad. They'll, put you in problems on purpose to keep you stagnant, to keep you depressed. Take stock of your surroundings, take stock of your, environment, right? If that workplace is getting at you, be careful. These people out here, they see that you're worth. They just didn't want you to see it. They don't want you to find out, but you probably know. All right. And so use that worth and use that knowledge that you have to enrich your life and enrich the lives of those around you. All right. Humanity needs to be woken up. All right. And a lot of people are in a sleepy slumber. Let's wake them up. All right. And you keep in mind that once you know your worth, it's over with. There's nothing you got to worry about. Once you know your worth and what you're capable of, you're going to take off to higher heights. It's just inevitable. It's a natural thing that's going to come from knowing who you are and understanding what you're capable of. All right, everybody. So yes, as I close out this video, I'd like to say thank you guys so very much for rocking with the Mindset Elevator and supporting the Mindset Elevator and allowing it to grow and expand in the way that it has. I love all of you guys, all of my friends who stop in once in a while, all of my returning subscribers, all of my new subscribers, all of my lovely members. You guys are absolutely brilliant individuals who probably know your worth. You got to know, let it be known in the comments. Listen, I know my worth. I know what I'm made of. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I want to do. Let it be known in the comments. Everybody stay up and keep it moving.